Texans here in Houston, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Championship at stake. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the turn. See, that's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes a handoff. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball in the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
Diving, what a play by that receiver. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Looking downfield, it's Foster. Gets made on the out route. And he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
To the 25. Touchdown, Clemson. They draw first blood in this national title game. In a national championship game, you cannot do a better job of setting the tone immediately, Kirk.
Well, it's the biggest game of the year, so you've got to bring your best. On the opening drive, the offense did just that. That's how you get this thing started.
And they tack on the extra point. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Going very heavy, bringing in more blockers. They'll run it from the gun. In the clear of the 25. And it's good for a first down at the 36. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back, found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
He'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll run the option. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
There you go. Love to see the willingness of a corner who's not just out there to cover, but he's a complete corner. That's what he just displayed, an ability to come up, took the pitch on, and that's a loss for the offense.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. QB keeper all the way. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. See if he can make something happen with the return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. some adjustments to stop him this one. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Oh, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
First and goal, handoff. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
For the loss, it's second and goal from the 8. There's a run to the left looking for the touchdown. Touchdown, Tigers! They begin to fight back here in this championship game. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And he takes this from inside 5. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought that after just a short return. Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a hit on the very first play. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Has the first down and more. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The incompletion makes it second and 10 from the 38. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Breaking free at the 35. What a catch and run by the sophomore there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Tigers pick up first down yards to keep the drive going. Back to throw is Foster. Running back has it on the screen now. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Pass caught, second down now. It's an out, the catch made. Force out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
When real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Here we go, back in the red zone. 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He's in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's brought down at the 27-yard line. Here's the return. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27th. Defense with three-step movement of its own. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do. Get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
And here's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. The offense going with the hurry up. They're going to run the option. They'll toss it to the back. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Up the play fake, looking to pass it. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but brings up a 4th down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quick throw, catch made on the outright. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
That's another huge game for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Quickly caught in the right slot. The tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
He's got room to run. They finally stop him. Big play, moves the ball to the 22. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Looking to pass. It's Foster. Lets it go quickly. Lights into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled at the 30, so a good choice to bring it out of the end zone. Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? And one moves the ball across the 35.
Boy, they go with the quarterback option here, and the play just didn't seem to feel like it had much of a chance. The execution just off. You got to either keep that or pitch it. He was a little bit hesitant, allowed the defense to get to him.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Pitch play to the back. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down. They tried to run for it on 3rd and long. A cautious play call. Doesn't work. A running play called on 4th down. Oh, they stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. The pickup is 9, so it sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Back. It's Foster. They don't connect. It's incomplete. And it brings up 4th down.
3rd down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit. Doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
Offense choosing to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Chris, I like the call here, going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Almost a business decision here by the ball carrier. Nothing at all. So instead of lowering his shoulder to take on the defense, he just kind of makes his way out of bounds for a short loss.
It's the running back in the flat. Across the 40. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gain there.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive. They got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the handoff. Breaks free. Here he goes. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain. LSU now operating in the red zone. On the ground, running back has the handoff. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Comes a gamble. Offense on the field, going for it on 4th down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. 4th down, RPO looking left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. That is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Turner trying to create good field position. Turner brought down. Sets up the next drive. First play of the drive now set up at the 27. Running back with the football. Saka with a strong tackle there.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. You keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. It's Foster. Tries the right with a quick throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
Looking for some space. It's Little. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The Tigers will send the punt team onto the field. No fair catch, looking to make a return here. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. A pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's running out of time here. Moves out of the pocket. QB gives himself up for a sack. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. This will likely be the last play of the half. Toss play to the right. Takes through the tackle. And they get him down on what will be the final play of this first half. That is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick this away to start the second half. From deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out and tried to make a play. Good coverage that time. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Here's the second down play. Shotgun, an inside handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, he hits out of bounds after a real nice gain there. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. We'll try the option play here. Quarterback keeps the football.
Defense took everything away. He tried to get to the inside, had to bounce it all the way to the outside, and then they took that away. He couldn't turn the corner. He was forced out of bounds for a loss.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Finds room at the 30. He made the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback's got it on the option. He decides to keep it here. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Here's the option play. And they'll stop him short at the line to gain.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
Offense right here. Dropping back, Smith. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for a first down and goal.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have gotten into fourth down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
The defense backed up against their own end zone. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Took some extra time in the weight room, hanging off on that play.
What a job shedding tackles, crossing that goal line. And if you're this defense, you've got to focus a bit more on the fundamentals and wrapping up, because poor tackling teams get exposed by running backs like this.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Little. First down, looking for more now. Comes out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for that first down.
First down now at the 44. A lot can change in one play. Suddenly this offense out near midfield. Makes an open space. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
About setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line. I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
The shotgun handoff here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Ran by the receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Fourth down. No punt. Out of field goal range. They're going for it. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Trying for a fourth down completion. The ball is caught. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on fourth down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. To throw, it's Foster. Looking for the wideout. Pass hot, can he get in? They finally stop it, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
That's a nuts Another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
QB sneak. Nowhere to run up the middle.
No, I don't blame him. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. Touchdown, Clemson. And that will give them the lead now. That's another touchdown. A dream performance of this running back in the biggest possible stage.
I mean, Chris, we're talking about the national championship. This defense has had a lot of time to prepare. They've heard all about him. In fact, they told us the only chance we have to win this game is we've got to stop their ability to run the ball and stop their running back. So far, they're struggling.
He's brought down just across the 25-yard line. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so they'll take a timeout. Set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. It's an option look.
Well, if you're going to run this option play, you've got to be the one that's dictating the tempo. I feel like the defense right now is doing that. They did a nice job of getting to the quarterback. He didn't get many yards at all here.
Second down here. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. There's contact on the throw. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Back's got it on a pitch. Makes a nice move there. Stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Try to run it with the option. Quarterback still with the football. He'll pitch it. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Love how the quarterback waited until the last possible second to draw the defense in until he pitches it out on the option play. And not only does he get big yards, but they turn into a touchdown.
Point after, not right through. Got behind him after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line.
That play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
He hands it to the back. Brought down after a short gain. That'll wrap up the third. We get to the end of 3. It's been a tremendous competitive battle here as we check out some of the stats so far. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter set to get underway. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Foster. He escapes the pocket. The pass ball incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
The LSU offense back on the field. Moving at the second level of the defense now. Hand it off. They'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Getting set. It's second down. They'll run the option. It's a hard running there through a tackle. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Oh, the defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Pass tip in the line of scrimmage. That's a great play by the defense.
Well, Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
Don't kick it away here. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out, and they put something together in this drive. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Important second down play coming up. The quarterback up the RPO. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
Well, when you're running your quote-unquote 4-minute offense, it's a combination of working the clock and getting productive yards. They were doing that. And then to end it with a fumble just ruins that opportunity. Now you give your opponent a chance to not just get the recovery, but a chance to go down and win the game.
Offense comes out to start this drive. Wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run the option. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense. clinical down and distance, do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on 4th down. Looking for a man. Contact as he threw it. Looks for the running back, but he's got work to do. They make the stop, and it's a big play for 31.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this 4th down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that 1st down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. 1st down and more. He's still on it. Touchdown, LSU. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's fielded, returner trying to create good field position here. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. It's a direct snap. When he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is that offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
They get to completion. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the 1st down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice game.
Gets the 1st and still running. Taking away to the 41. That's a nice game, getting closer to midfield. We reach the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up, become a hero? Breaks through. Breaks into the clear. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. Too much speed for the defense.
Well, that combination of size and speed gets him into the end zone to tie this game up, Chris. Here we are in the national championship, and these guys are an extra point away from taking the lead.
They're set now to try the PAT. Now PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now for that 20-yard line. And now the handoff. Brought down, but broke the tackle. Produce a solid gain there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Keeps it on the design run. Breaks an open space. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. A solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. What the play call is as the offense begins its final drive. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. The timeout is called late in this tie game. Crucial choices coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. In motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Dropping back. It's Smith. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles. They can get outside. And they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
First real speed bump of this impressive run. Offense comes up now, 2nd and 11. Back in motion now. Here's the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Third down. They don't gain anything from here. It's a 51-yard field goal try. They'll try the right side on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive. Running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
The timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. The timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. So here we go. Spot the ball for 33. This is a 50-yard game. Can he do it? That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. We're the last team standing on the top of the mountain for national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the LSU Tigers.